Kingdom Hearts 2 starts off with you playing as Roxas in his last week of summer vacation in Twilight Town, and he has been having dreams of the events of Kingdom Hearts 1. On day 1, Roxas and his friends Xehanort, Pence, and Olette try to find out who stole the word photo, because no one can say it. As they investigate, a strange monster appears and takes Pence's camera, so Roxas chases it. When Roxas catches up, he can't beat the monster until the Keyblade appears in his hand. After defeating the monster, Roxas regroups with his friends and they can say the word photo again. Then the game cuts to Diz talking to a hooded man who is too big to be Riku or Mickey, telling him that the organization has found them. On day 2, Roxas and his friends try to go on a trip to the beach, but the hooded man stops them by taking the money from Roxas and asks him if he can feel Sora. On day 3, time stops when Naminé appears and says that she wanted to meet Roxas. When Naminé leaves, time returns to normal. After this, Roxas tries to chase Naminé but gets captured by a giant monster, so he uses the Keyblade to defeat it. After this, Roxas appears before Naminé, where she asks if he remembers his true name. But before the conversation continues, the hooded man appears and sends Roxas back home. On day 4, Roxas enters the struggle tournament so he can split the prize with his friends. But when he gets ready to face Vivi, time stops and Axel appears to kidnap Roxas. Then Diz arrives, so Roxas, being overwhelmed by this situation, forces time to continue as normal, and then he wins the tournament. After this, the game cuts to Kairi, who remembers Sora due to Naminé fixing Sora's memories. Then Kairi puts a letter to Sora in a bottle in the ocean, hoping that it will find him. Following this, the game cuts to the hooded man telling Diz that his name is Ansem. On day 5, Naminé tells Roxas that Sora needs him to wake up and says that he was never supposed to exist. On day 6, Diz tells Roxas to get to the mansion, where he starts to remember that he was a part of the organization and Axel's best friend. Roxas also finds out that he's Sora's nobody and that Twilight Town was made out of data, meaning that he never knew Xehanort, Pence, and Olette. Then he fights and defeats Axel, and finally he rejoins Sora. Following this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy wake up with no memories of Castle Oblivion, even though they see Thank Naminé in their journal. After this, our trio meets the real Xehanort, Pence, and Olette. Then they're saved by King Mickey, who tells them to get on the train. The train takes our heroes to the mysterious tower, where they meet Pete, who works for Maleficent. They tell Pete that they destroyed his master in Kingdom Hearts 1. After this, they meet Master Yen Sid, who taught Mickey how to use a Keyblade. Yen Sid explains to them that when somebody with a strong will becomes a Heartless, the body they leave behind develops a will of its own, and he calls these beings nobodies and explains that they don't truly have emotions because they don't have hearts. Then Yen Sid continues and tells our heroes that the most powerful nobodies have formed a group called Organization 13 that controls the weaker nobodies. Some nobodies have appeared in the story already, like Roxas and Naminé, who were created when Sora released his heart to give Kairi back her heart in Kingdom Hearts 1, and the organization members in Castle Oblivion. After this, Sora gets a new outfit. Following this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy leave for their new journey to stop Organization 13 and find Riku and King Mickey. Then the game cuts to Maleficent being revived. The game cuts back to Sora, Donald, and Goofy's first stop, Hollow Bastion, where they reunite with Yuffie, Aerith, Leon, and Sid. After their reunion, Leon explains that they're trying to restore Hollow Bastion to what it used to be. But before they can figure out a plan, the remaining members of Organization 13 appear to taunt our heroes. Then they leave. After this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy leave Hollow Bastion to visit other worlds to find out what's going on. These worlds are just retellings of their original stories with some Kingdom Hearts influence. Eventually, the game cuts to Destiny Islands where Axel attempts to kidnap Kairi, but someone opens a dark portal to help her get away. She ends up in Twilight Town where she meets Xehanort, Pence, and Olette, but unfortunately Axel catches up to her and takes her away as bait for Sora. At this point, Sora, Donald, and Goofy return to Twilight Town where they meet Sayax, and he tells them that Axel has betrayed Organization 13. Then Sayax encourages Sora to continue defeating Heartless and mentions Riku. Then Sayax leaves. After this, the Twilight Town crew tells Sora what happened to Kairi and he thanks them for the information. Our heroes go back to Hollow Bastion where the Final Fantasy characters found Ansem's computer, hoping that the machine has answers about Organization 13 and what they're planning. Sora, Donald, and Goofy accidentally transfer themselves inside the computer, where they meet Tron, and he explains that if they want to access the restricted files, they need the password to this computer. So they leave the computer and run into King Mickey, who promises to wait until they finish their business with Tron. After this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy help Tron regain his powers, and they change the password to the computer, giving them access to the restricted files. Unfortunately, everything they look up is corrupt. Following this, Mickey explains to Sora, Donald, and Goofy that the person they fought in Kingdom Hearts 1 was actually just the Heartless of Ansem's apprentice Xehanort. And when Xehanort became a Heartless, he also created a nobody, and this nobody is the leader of Organization 13. So for future reference, I'll refer to the real Ansem as Ansem the Wise and the Heartless as Ansem Seeker of Darkness, or SOD for short. After this giant revelation, Maleficent and Organization 13 attack Hollow Bastion, so the Final Fantasy characters team up to defeat thousands of Heartless and nobodies. But before Sora, Donald, and Goofy can join them, they run into Demyx and they fight him. After defeating the nobody, Sora fights through waves of enemies and finally meets Xehanort's nobody, the leader of Organization 13, Xemnas. Following this, Xemnas leaves and Mickey chases him. Then Sayax appears, showing that Organization 13 can control Heartless as well. He also explains that Organization 13 is collecting the hearts from the Heartless Sora defeats so they can summon Kingdom Hearts and become complete again. After this, Maleficent saves our heroes, allowing them to escape on top of giving them some ice cream and a picture. But before we continue, could you please like, comment, and subscribe, because it lets me know that you guys are enjoying the videos so I can make more of them for you. But with that being said, let's get back to it. After this, Sora visits all of the worlds again, but only a few of them are important. In the Land of Dragons, Sora finds out that Riku has been helping other worlds. Following this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy go back to Beast's castle, where Xaldin from the organization is trying to make Beast fall to darkness. But due to Sora, Donald, and Goofy's influence, Xaldin fails. After this, they fight Xaldin and destroy him. Following this, Luxord is causing mischief in Port Royal, but our heroes stop him. Then Sora, Donald, and Goofy go back to Hollow Bastion, where they help the Final Fantasy characters and Tron bring peace to this world, which results in Hollow Bastion getting its original name back, Radiant Garden. After this, Sora, Donald, and Goofy go back to Twilight Town using the clues of the picture and ice cream. They run into the king and confirm that Riku is okay. After this, Xehanort, Pence, and Olette help our heroes and Mickey get to Organization 13's headquarters. Unfortunately, they're attacked by hundreds of nobodies, but Axel saves them. After the fight, Axel passes away. Then our heroes get to the world of Organization 13, the world that never was. Following this, Sora and Roxas fight for control of Sora's body, and Sora wins. This leads to Roxas accepting that he's a part of Sora and and gives him full control. After this, the game cuts to Naminé rescuing Kairi, but they're stopped by Xion. Fortunately, Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, rescues them. Then the game cuts to Mickey finding out that Diz is Ansem the Wise. At this point, Ansem the Wise explains that what we thought was Ansem, Seeker of Darkness is actually Riku. Then he tells Mickey that Riku transformed to capture Roxas and to wake Sora up. Following this, Sora fights Xigbar and he wins. After this, Sora catches up to Riku and Kairi. And after Kairi explains everything, the childhood friends finally reunite. Following this, Sora defeats Luxu and Xion. Then Riku tells Sora that he fought Roxas and that Roxas is his nobody, which Sora didn't know about until now. After this, Ansem the Wise uses a machine to encode Kingdom Hearts into data, but the machine explodes due to Hearts being unpredictable. After the explosion, Ansem the Wise is gone and Riku returns to normal due to the side effect of the explosion. With Xemnas being the last member of Organization 13, he fights everyone, but he loses. After this, Naminé and Roxas have a reunion through Sora and Kairi's body. Then everyone begins to leave except for Sora and Riku, who have to fight Xemnas one last time. And after an extremely tough battle, Xemnas passes away. After the battle, Sora and Riku end up at a beach in the realm of darkness. As they begin to accept their fate, Kairi's letter finds Sora in the realm of darkness. After reading the letter, a door of light takes Sora and Riku back to Destiny Islands, where Kairi, Donald, Goofy, and Mickey are waiting for them. Some time passes after Donald, Goofy, and Mickey go home. Then we see Kairi bring a letter sealed by the king to Sora and Riku, and the three friends read the letter that will lead them to their next adventure. And that is the end of the Kingdom Hearts 2 timeline. With that being said, if you want to see more timeline videos like this one or video essays on your favorite video games, like, comment, and subscribe with notifications turned on. But with that being said, it's been Skipx and I'm out.